Hold on.
Okay.
Welcome back to Big West Baseball on 22 West Radio. I'm JayDe Beaudry alongside Brandon Rodriguez. We apologize for the technical difficulties here. Our stream cut out midway through the top of the 5th inning, we believe. That 5th inning capped off by an incredible defensive play by the Dirtbags. Trent Abel knocked one to Nathan Kadena at shortstop with runners on second and third. Kadena threw down to home to Connor Stewart. Sorry, with runners on first and second. Kadena threw down to Connor Stewart. Stewart was able to catch the runner in a pickle at third with Jake Evans. Nathan Kadena now up at the plate. He's able to knock a single. Back to that play at the last out of the 5th inning. Kadena threw down to Stewart. Stewart caught the runner in a pickle at third with Jake Evans. Then Jake Evans threw to second base to catch the runner going from first to second. An incredible double play here at Blair Field. We're so sorry we missed it, having it on the broadcast. But nevertheless, Dirtbags able to escape the top of the 5th inning, having made a pitching change. Van Larson able to save some blushes on Tyler Gebb's line. We're now in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nathan Kadena knocked a leadoff single. It's now Connor Sharpio at the plate. First pitch down and away. There's also a new arm on the mound for CSUN. Ryan Hamlick has come in to replace the starter, John Maherman. Pitch in from Hamlick and a back pick now from Rios, trying to catch Kadena lacking at first. A lot of changes to go through. We appreciate you joining us once again on the broadcast. The back pick was unsuccessful, so Nathan Kadena is still at first base. Connor Sharpio facing a 2-0 count.
And so far, Kadena just hopped on Ryan Hamlick quickly, found a pitch he liked, did not take it, shot it over the second baseman's head. Now he's being aggressive on the base path.
2-0 pitch to Sharpio. That one in for a strike. Halimacek delivers the 2-1 pitch. Just misses the zone. Count now to Sharpio 3-1. Kadena on first base. Comes into this game as a stolen base threat. And that pitch misses. Ball 4 given by Halimacek. Now runners on first and second. It's Sharpio on first, Kadena on second. Nathan Kadena, 5 for 10 on stolen base attempts this season. Likes to run, but doesn't always run well. Now 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's the Dirtbags trailing the Matadors 6-0 here, Brandon, as Matt Toomey steps in.
Yeah, big shift for Long Beach here. I mean, they finally have 2 runners on. We haven't seen this yet. They finally have a runner on second, that is, as well. Is this the first runner?
First runner on scoring position tonight for the Dirtbags. Absolutely correct. Maherman was able to shut down the Dirtbags, sit them down 1-2-3 through the first 3 innings as Matt Toomey ropes a foul ball out of play. It's now up to Halimacek to do the same. Already given up 2 base runners. Kadena with a knock into right field and then a walk to Connor Sharpio. Dirtbags need a big inning here in the bottom of the 5th. Halimacek taking his time. Checks back to second. Now works quickly to deliver a pitch to Toomey. That one's roped into center field. Gonzalez ranging over to make the play, and he can. Tacking up at second base is Nathan Kadena. He'll advance to third on a slide. Sacrifice fly will go down in the books for Matt Toomey. A high fly ball to center field advances Nathan Kadena 90 feet. And now the Dirtbags have runners on the corners with 1 out.
And great aggression from the Dirtbags. They weren't able to get anything going on Maherman, and now on Halimacek, they're just jumping on the ball.
That is what we hope to see to start the game from the Dirtbags, being aggressive early offensively. Hamlichuk, the right-hander. Maherman, the lefty. Obviously the change in arm angle and delivery. So far, working for the Dirtbags. Luke Taylor swings at one down in the dirt. Count 0-1. Luke Taylor struck out in the third inning. It was Maherman's second strikeout. And another pitch. This one down and away also gets Taylor swinging. Count now 0-2.
Well, Taylor just got to settle down in that batter's box. He's been swinging a lot at those breaking low away off speeds. You just got to settle down, find a fastball.
Hamlichuk now delivers a breaking ball. It catches the back door. Luke Taylor goes down on 3 pitches. And a frustrated stomp of his bat into the ground. 2 outs now working against the Dirtbags. Runners still in the corners for Easton Elliott. Elliott so far tonight rounded out in the third. Changing up his walk-up song tonight as well. Hamlichuk checks to third. Now delivers a fastball that blows by Elliott. Great pitch from Hamlichuk down in the zone.
This bottom of the lineup was just getting fooled by the off speed. They got to settle down, watch those pitches, and just make smart decisions in that batter's box.
Another delivery from Hamlichuk. Elliott fouls it off. Hamlichuk, a very interesting delivery. Sets below the belt with his glove before every pitch in a shallow half bent, half stand-up stance, and then really just contorts his body quickly to deliver a pitch. Tries to, it seems, catch the batters off guard, as he does again now. Fastball, misses high. Rios likes the spot, though, gives his pitcher a little point from behind the dish.
His motion looks a little rough on the elbow.
It definitely does. It definitely does. And we'll check another fastball. This one roped by Elliott into left field. Not going to trouble Becker too much. Is able to make the throw. And the Dirtbags leave 2 runners stranded. Nathan Cadena and Connor Sharpio unable to touch home, as the Matadors still lead the Dirtbags 6-0 as we head to the top of the 6th here on 22 West Radio. Van Larson still on the mound for the Dirtbags. Came in relief in the 5th inning. We'll start the 6th as the Dirtbags still trail 6-0. It's been an offensive outpouring for the Matadors tonight. Really a reversal of fortunes from last night. So far through 6 innings of work, through 5 innings of work, that is. CSUN with 9 hits to the Dirtbags 2. It's Andrew Becker first up tonight in the top of the 6th. Becker 1 for 3. A flyout in the first, a single in the second, and a line out in the 4th. The first pitch from Van Larson is down and away for ball 1.
Yeah, great job so far for Van Larsen, but he's got a tough inning ahead of him with these 3 hitters.
Second pitch into Becker. Down on the dirt for ball 2. Van Larsen, the lefty, so far this season. 6.5 ERA. 9.5 innings pitched. 2-0 count, delivers a strike on the outside of the zone. It's a left-on-left matchup here. Larsen against Becker. Van Larsen, the 2-1 pitch, roped out, short center field. Nathan Cadena ranging back and makes the catch. First out of the inning for the Dirtbags.
Use that lefty-lefty matchup for his advantage. Threw a lot of away pitches, forced the pop-up. He was trying to pull the ball over to right field, but has no luck and gets a fly ball over to shortstop.
Well taken out number 1 by Nathan Cadena. Makes away for Andrew Ghana, the outfielder tonight. He's had quite the night. Was able to tee off on both pitchers he faced. The starter, Owen Geis, and Tyler Gebb. First pitch in from Van Larsen. It's a left-on-right matchup. Is down and away for ball 1. Ghana already tonight 2 RBIs, a double and a single in his first 2 plate appearances. Makes contact again. This one's flied out to left field. Ranging in to make the catch is Matt Toomey. So 2 quick outs here to start the 6th inning for Van Larsen. The Matadors make contact but can't make anything happen.
Good job from Van Larsen. He's sticking to that outside pitch. The Matadors want to pull it but are not getting solid contact.
So with 2 outs and nobody on, Cameron Calvillo is going to come to the plate. Calvillo, the Gonzaga transfer in his first season with the Matadors. First pitch from Van Larsen, high and outside for ball 1. Prior to Gonzaga last season, Calvillo spent 2 seasons at Ohlone College, playing at shortstop and third base. 1-0 pitch, fouled off down the left field line.
It's another hitter looking to stay hot, and it's caused a lot of troubles for this Long Beach rotation.
Calvillo 2 for 3 tonight. A pair of base hits, an RBI single in the first. Checks his swing now on the 1-1 pitch. Stewart points to first base for the call, but Calvillo did not go around. Count now 2-1 with 2 outs and nobody on. Pitch from Van Larsen, catches the outside corner for a strike. Count now 2-2. Through 6 innings, no Dirtbags pitcher has recorded a strikeout. Tells you how much contact has been made by the Matadors. Van Larsen looking for the first one. Delivers, gets him swinging. Cameron Calvillo swings, heads down to first base, but he's picked off by Connor Stewart. The Dirtbags retire the side here in the top of the 6th. We're down to the bottom of the 6th now as the Dirtbags look for a response. Down 6 runs here on 22 West Radio.
There it is.
Finally, right? Finally a strikeout call. Time for the bottom of the 6th inning here on 22 West Radio. JayDe Beaudry alongside Brandon Rodriguez in the bitter cold of Blair Field. Temperature reads 58 degrees, but we know it's a few degrees cooler here just outside the press box. It's a pleasure having you with us as the Dirtbags are down 6-0 to the Matadors of CSU Northridge in a must-win game. Down the stretch, Dirtbags still on the outside looking in of the Big West tournament. It's Connor Stewart now, the 9-hitter, to face his former team. Spent last season in Northridge. The 0-0 pitch from Heimelechuk, down and away for ball 1.
Yeah, our hands are freezing up here, but we're calling the game. Really hope none of these hitters, whether it be Matadors or LVSU, get jammed because it's going to be a painful sting.
Seen a few batters hit by pitches early on in this one. You know that the joints are getting a little stiff at this point in the game. As Connor Stewart takes a strike. Count now 1-1. Heimelechuk sets, and then that quick delivery we're still getting used to up here. Fires one down for ball 2. Heimelechuk relying a lot on the fastball and the front door breaking ball so far tonight. As the 2-1 pitch to Stewart is fouled off and onto the concourse.
That last inning, Long Beach was able to find some success, finally get runners on third, but weren't able to come away with any runs still.
2-2 pitch, grounded over to third. Cavillo not able to stab it, but gets the ball in front of him, makes the throw in time. Cavillo with a bit of a fumble on the driven liner from Connor Stewart. Still able to make the play, though, at first. Lindbergh stretches out, beats the runner. The Matadors have one down, and we're back to the top of the Dirtbags order here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Credit to Cavillo for sticking with that play. Could have ate it up. Not trying to force a air throw, any errors, but still got the out at first.
It's Alex Champagne now, the leadoff man. 1 for 2 tonight. Lays down a hard bunt down the third base line. Cavillo fields barehanded. A high throw to first base. Lindbergh able to stretch across in time. They're going to call it out. And the boos ring out around Blair Field. Certainly looked like Champagne made that a close play. Nobody here is happy with that call.
Yeah, the Dirtbag fans are letting them hear it. It's a close bang-bang play, but it's not in the favor of Long Beach.
Looks like Lindbergh did get there in time. The throw from Cavillo was high. Lindbergh had to come across to make the catch. Impeded a little bit in the base path, but Champagne was barreling down. Just couldn't beat the throw. 2 outs now, nobody on. In the bottom of the 6th. Jake Evans, the Long Beach kid, the freshman, hasn't reached base so far tonight. Hit into a double play in the first. Flew out in the 9th. Takes ball 2 there, down in the dirt from Heimelechuk.
And Jake Evans is going to try to cause another momentum shifter that he created yesterday. I haven't seen that energy from the Dirtbags today, but something's got to fire them up.
Heimelechuk delivers a fastball, and Evans rips one down the line. That's going to get into left field for a base hit. Talk about momentum, Brandon. Dirtbags certainly need some. Jake Evans looking to be the spark plug.
And with Ashworth up to the plate, this is a good time for Long Beach to take advantage on a 2-out rally.
If there's any man who you want at the plate looking to get a rally started, it is Kyle Ashworth. Batting .336, leads this Dirtbags team in so many statistical categories. As leadoff man, really sets the tone tonight, moving back into the 3-hole. 2 out, nobody on. Ashworth lays down a bunt. That one's going to go foul just into the left-handed batter's box. Rios popped up wanting to make a play on it, but blown dead by our home plate umpire, Kelly Gonzalez.
I like the approach of the bunts. I mean, you got to get something going. Hitting-wise, I mean, everything's just going straight to the fielder, so if you can force a bunt, try to make them make a play, that'd be great.
Dirtbags have really been a ball-in-play kind of team all year long as Ashworth doesn't show bunt and takes strike 2. Looking to lay down some more bunts here, just get runners on, get something going. Last night, the bats were hot. Dirtbags came out swinging and didn't relent. Back to a more traditional approach tonight. Last night, Dirtbags had 13 hits 14 hits, 13 runs. Tonight, just 3 hits, no runs. Through 5 2/3. Ashworth takes ball 1 down the dirt. A 1-2 count with 2 outs. Man on first. Jake Evans will 2-hop lead as Heimlichuk delivers another ball, this time low and outside.
Couple good takes for Kyle Ashworth. The first one was a backdoor slider, and then tries to ring him up with the low and away changeup, but does not take the bait.
Heimlichuk delivers a high fastball. Ashworth able to pop up a foul ball, and it's going to land on the roof of Blair Field. A few fans over here down the left field line got up wanting to make a play on that ball, but it's out of play. Ashworth now with deuces wild. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Jake Evans on first base. Dirtbags still search for their first run here in this one. Pickoff attempt now from Heimlichuk to first base. Lindbergh fields cleanly, but Evans is back in plenty of time.
Heimlichuk giving himself some time, those quick pitch releases.
Now delivered to Ashworth. Tips off the base of the bat and into the padding of Xavier Rios. Ashworth stays alive. Not the biggest hack from Ashworth. He's just looking to make contact and put the ball in play. Said it, Brandon. Dirtbags just need to get something going offensively.
And they got to bring the energy up as well. That was what went well for them yesterday, but no energy today.
2-2 pitch, inside corner. It's painted. Kyle Ashworth, a shake of the head as he heads back to the Dirtbags dugout. Dirtbags leave one stranded in the bottom of the 6th. It's 6 straight scoreless frames for Long Beach State as the Matadors continue to roll up 6-0, heading to the top of the 7th here on 22 West Radio. Van Larson still on the mound for the Dirtbags. We're all set, for the top of the 7th inning. JayDe Beaudry alongside Brandon Rodriguez. It's the Matadors who have been consistent offensively all night long. It's 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Matadors lineup, starting with Jarrett Sanderson, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Only one of 4 players in the CSUN batting order tonight yet to register a hit. Sanderson did reach base in the first inning on a walk. First pitch from Van Larson. Sanderson squares around to bunt but pulls it back. Strike 1 for Van Larson.
Van Larson's doing a good job just pitching his game, throwing strikes, forcing weak contact, and even picked up the first strikeout of the game.
Van Larson, the 3rd pitcher in the game, as he blows a fastball by Jarrett Sanderson, who folded to one knee. 0-1 guy started the game, was relieved by Tyler Gebb. Both pitchers unable to find success. Van Larson brought in second man off the bench, second man out of the bullpen. So far been able to quiet the Matadors' bats. Has Sanderson in an 0-2 hole now. delivers a fastball. Sanderson ropes that one to center field. Alex Champagne ranging back. Gonna make the catch, though. One out for the Dirtbags from the top of the seventh. It's a loud first out, but Alex Champagne, Mr. Consistent, the Iron Man, able to make the catch with ease.
Yeah, and that ball was just drifting back on him with this wind, but he's a sure hand over there at center field.
One out now for the Dirtbags as Kyle Ponganibon steps up to the plate. First pitch from Van Larsen as Ponganibon scores around for a bunt, pulls it back for strike one. Bit of deja vu here. Both batters here in the top of the seventh showing bunt. Pulling it back though. Second pitch from Van Larsen. Ponganibon takes a hack at it, flies that one over into right field. It's going to be a foul ball. Ashworth ranges over, but it's off the top of the Troy and Danielle Tulowitzki batting facility over there in foul territory.
Yeah, Ponganibon's having himself a game. A home run, double. He's on fire today.
Ponganibon has been the hot bat, or one of a few hot bats for the Matadors, as Van Larsen delivers a fastball outside. Ponganibon, a redshirt freshman, second year with the program, did not appear in any games last season. Spent 4 years at Gar High School before that. Ponganibon, a healthy hack. This one back into short left field. Nathan Gadina able to range back and make the catch. A little glove tap from Matt Toomey in appreciation. Nathan Gadina makes another great defensive play there. He's had to get on his high horse a few times tonight. Able to make that catch in short left field for out number 2.
Gadina's having himself a day defensively. He's locked things down, not only just around the shortstop area, but even left field.
Will Lindbergh now squares around to bunt, but pulls it back. That was going to be called a ball. Matadors, nobody on the bases, 2 outs against him. So far, Van Larsen, 22 pitches through 2 2/3 innings. The 1-0 pitch falls inside. Beautiful pitch from Van Larsen there to make the count 1-1.
Great job from Van Larsen. He's been throwing a lot of strikes today, not giving up those free bags.
Another pitch from Van Larsen. Misses for ball 2. 2 2/3 innings is by far the longest Van Larsen has gone all season long. Most he pitched before tonight was just 1 2/3 innings against LMU in a midweek matchup back in March. That one's going to fly out to right field. Kyle Ashworth getting underneath it. Able to make the catch, though, as Van Larsen continues a solid outing. 3 innings of work. Hasn't given up a run just yet. Dirtbags looking to keep this one close. The offense needs to come alive as we'll stretch here in the middle of the 7th inning and be right back here on 22 West Radio. If you couldn't tell by the sweet stylings blasting over the loudspeakers here at Blair Field, it's Nathan Cadena up to bat. The fans have stretched here in the middle of the 7th inning. First pitch from Heimelichuk is outside for ball number 1. Dirtbags staring down a 6-run deficit, down to their last 9 outs. Second pitch from Heimelichuk, also down in the dirt for ball 2.
Cadena had that big base hit. It's been a slow day, so anything could be big for the Dirtbags today, but if you can continue that, that'd help Long Beach a lot.
Heimelichuk delivers another pitch inside. It's going to be a 2-1 count now to Cadena. Not much to speak of offensively tonight for Long Beach State. Just 3 hits, no runs, and 3 left on. A stark contrast to what we saw last night. Long Beach State, 14 hits as Cadena takes a big hack and comes up empty. Strike 2.
Yeah, a 2-1 count. Just took a huge hack. Wanted to get something going. Now it's to protect here on 2-2.
Cadena with that bright yellow bat hanging on his shoulder. Heimelichuk delivers a fastball, catches the front door. Nathan Cadena is sat down on 5 pitches. Another strikeout from Heimelichuk. That's his 3rd. And we should start talking about what a win tonight would mean for CSUN. They're 4-14 in the Big West, well and truly out of the playoff picture. Tonight they come in having won just 3 of their last 13 games. They're on a 7-game losing streak. Dirtbags still in contention for that last playoff spot in the Big West, fighting off a few teams, including UC Davis, who they'll face in their next series. As Connor Sharpio steps in and takes the ball. So a win for CSUN tonight wouldn't do much for their playoff hopes, but it would certainly dent the aspirations of TJ Bruce and this Dirtbags team. Another pitch from Heimelichuk, misses outside, ball 2.
Yeah, every game you got to be playing with urgency, and today it just was not there. The energy in the dugout just seems dry. Not much going for Long Beach, and it's just been a bad outing today.
Still time to turn it around, though. Nobody on and 1 out as Connor Sharpio takes ball 3. True hitters count now for Connor Sharpio, who came into the CSUN series on a 4-game hitless streak. Had a big night last night. A single, 2 doubles. Drove in a few runs. 3 of them to be exact. Sharpio, the 3-0 count, gets the red light and takes a strike. Count 3-1. But overall, Connor Sharpio's had his struggles this season. Last year's batting champion has switched up a few things in his game day routine just to find some rhythm again as he fouls off a fastball to make the count full. And a crash sound effect, we should clarify, from our press box. That foul ball definitely had some carry, but hopefully missed the cars in the parking lot, including ours. Connor Sharpio 0 for 2 tonight. He's made some good plays defensively, but hasn't been able to find any kind of power in the bat. Full count delivery from Heimelichuk. Connor Sharpio rips that one down the left field line and fair. Sharpio's going to try for 2 here. It's going to be a stand-up double for Connor Sharpio. And just like that, the Dirtbags have a runner on in scoring position. Connor Sharpio with a hard-driven line drive into the left field corner. Stand-up double gets Sharpio on the board, and for a second night in a row, he finds himself on base with a good chance of coming around to score as Matt Toomey steps up.
And there's the power in the bat finally that we're used to seeing with Sharpio. So he gets another double. This is now 3rd of the series. He's taking advantage, and he's trying to get back on track of where he was last season.
Shame the double from Connor Sharpio came here in the bottom of the 7th a few innings ago. The in-and-out promotion here at Blair Field promised a double-double to a lucky row of fans if any Dirtbags player could hit a double. It's the first extra base hit of the night as well for the Dirtbags. So Connor Sharpio looking to breathe a little bit of life into this lineup as Matt Toomey digs in. Heimlichuk delivers a fastball. It's the right on left matchup as the left-handed batting Matt Toomey. Tonight 0 for 2. Looks to make contact and put the ball in play. Heimlichuk delivers another fastball that blows right by Toomey. Count 1-1.
And Toomey was looking off speed. He was way behind on that swing. Trying to settle back down.
Over at third, Cavillo has cheated in just a little bit as another fastball blows by Matt Toomey. So a few shifts in the CSUN infield as we see Connor Sharpio take a 2-hop lead off a second, shading him as able. The 1-2 delivery tipped off the bat of Matt Toomey and the helmet of Rios behind the plate. Count remains 1-2.
Yeah, they'll probably be pitching him inside on the hands, kind of leaving the whole shortstop open. Don't want to give him an away pitch and give him a free base hit.
1-2 delivery. Matt Toomey tips that one foul, stays alive. The Dirtbags just look for any signs of life here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Matt Toomey looking to provide just the spark that this team needs. At times this season he has been the catalyst with his aggressive base running, including last night when he turned what looked to be a double into a sliding triple. Toomey fouls off another pitch.
Good at bat so far. He's fouling off those pitches he doesn't like. Should be going for strikes, but he's fouling it off, trying to find his pitch.
Heimlichuk sets for the 1-2. That one inside, but called a ball. Didn't miss the zone by much. Like you said, Brandon, trying to pitch Matt Toomey inside seems to be the strategy. Another 1-2. Toomey takes another pitch inside. 2 tempting pitches, Matt Toomey able to lay off. And now we have full count. Sharpio on second, 1 out working against the Dirtbags. CSUN infield down and ready. Heimlichuk sets at the belt, checks back to second, delivers a fastball. Toomey swung on it. Looks like he caught Rios in the helmet as he came around, but fouled it off. The 3rd foul ball of the at-bat for Matt Toomey as Rios is shaking up just a little bit. Takes a lap around home plate. Those have to hurt.
Yeah, Toomey's looking for a mistake pitch here. I mean, if he can find something even in the middle of the plate, take it to left field. May not score Sharpio. He's not the fastest runner, but still gives him a chance.
So we'll do it again as the first chance of Let's Go Dirtbags ring out around Blair Field. Toomey, another foul ball. Couldn't quite catch up to that pitch. It's fouled out of play.
It's making Heimlichuk settle down a little bit. He's getting tired throwing that quick release.
Full count pitch. Toomey chops that one over to first base. Little PFP action as Heimlichuk tags the bag. Connor Sharpie, though, advances to third. Very good observation, Brandon. Heimlichuk has slowed down. You said that early in the game it looks like his delivery would put it straight on the elbow. Heimlichuk works very quickly out of his stance. Almost like he's trying to jump scare the hitters with his delivery. Now up to 51 pitches after a 10-pitch at-bat to Toomey. Luke Taylor due up now. The freshman out of Holiday, Utah. Tonight, Luke Taylor, a pair of strikeouts against his line. Brings down his batting average below 200. Now batting 198 on the season.
Luke Taylor, good job so far on that first pitch. He laid off that away slider that has been getting him in his last at-bats.
Heimlichuk delivers a pitch down and away, trying to get Luke Taylor to chase again. This time Toomey lays off. Count 1-1 as Heimlichuk resets. Heimlichuk now gets Taylor to swing. Another pitch down and away. CSUN pitchers doing their homework so far tonight. Just throwing what's working against these Dirtbags. Connor Sharpio, an anxious 2-hop lead off of third base. He wants to score as Taylor looks off another pitch down and away.
Way to lay off. He's just got to jump on a fastball if he gets one. He hasn't seen many today, but opportunities he does get, he has to jump on it.
Deuce is wild now. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Sharpio on third, begging to come home. It's Luke Taylor at the plate. Delivery from Heimlichuk. Catches the outside corner. Heimlichuk rung him up. Luke Taylor will take his walk back to the dugout as the Dirtbags leave another runner stranded. Connor Sharpio steps off of third base with his hands on his head. He can't quite believe it, and we're headed to the top of the 8th inning. It's Matadors 6, Dirtbags nothing here on 22 West Radio. Top of the 8th inning now. Van Larson still on the mound for the Dirtbags in his longest appearance of the season by far. So far he's throwing strikes and throwing well. Got to face the bottom of the order here. 9, 1, and 2 due up for the Matadors. Van Larson has thrown 2 scoreless frames. As the Dirtbags haven't been able to respond offensively, they still trail 6-0. Van Larson, 25 pitches in his outing so far. The first of the 8th inning. Catches Rios down by the ankles for ball 1.
Yeah, unfortunate as well, because Van Larson has been giving them their best chance to get back in this game. Is limited the runs, limited the walks, having a great outing.
Second pitch in from Van Larson, misses away. Count 2-0. Third pitch of the at-bat from Van Larson. It's ball 3. Rios, an RBI tonight, a pair of hits, a single in the third, and a double in the 5th. Van Larson catches the outside corner. Bit of a generous strike zone from Kelly Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat against Rios makes the count 3-1. This time it's a chopper over to second base and right into the glove of Easton Elliott. Xavier Rios flies out in the infield. Get the Dirtbags their first out of the 8th inning as Van Larson continues to roll.
Frustrating at bat for Xavier Rios. He played right into the shift. Would have been a base hit up the middle, but had second baseman Easton Elliott playing exactly right there.
Yeah, a little bit of a shift was on for the Dirtbags as Nick Cadena is shaded over towards second base and Jake Evans is pulled in at third for Roberto Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight, the leadoff man, hasn't been able to deliver. Hasn't gotten on base yet, or did get on base, but hasn't delivered a hit. Got on base in the third after a hit by pitch, and on a walk in the first. Gonzalez now a fly ball into left field. Toomey ranging in and making the catch. So Gonzalez once again sat down into the dugout, still looking for his first hit tonight. The batting leader in this CSUN lineup for now, batting .327 on the season. Trent Abel steps in. 2 outs, nobody on for the Matadors. Trent Abel's had himself a decent night. Came around to score twice. Has yet to register a base hit, though. Has reached on a pair of fielder's choices and a hit by pitch.
The game where nothing has been able to go for Long Beach, Van Larson is dialed in.
Able to chop one over to third. Jake Evans can't get the throw in time. Is it there? It's not. Jake Evans fumbled a hard ground ball into the breadbasket. A bit of an awkward play for Evans to make. Then couldn't deliver the throw to Connor Sharpio in time. That'll go as the first hit against Van Larson's line, as it will be scored a hit and not an error from Evans. Now it's Andrew Becker digging in. Left on left matchup as Van Larson picks off to first base. You just said, Brandon, how consistent Van Larson has been. By far his longest outing of the season through 3 2/3 innings. 1 strikeout, 1 hit against his line on 35 pitches as he picks off to first base again. Consistency hasn't been something we've seen a ton of out of Van Larson this season, but so far against the Matadors, he's having himself a night.
Yeah, taking advantage of the opportunities he gets. It's a tough game, but he hasn't let it affect him, and throwing a lot of strikes. Been very efficient. It's what we want to see earlier today, but just haven't seen it.
Just threw a very frustrating strike to Andrew Becker, who had to take a lap after whiffing at a fastball that was down in the zone. Count to Becker 0-1. 2 outs, 1 on for the Matadors. Now the runner goes. The throw to Stewart. Stewart from his knees is going to make the throw. Not in time, though. Nathan Cadena was covering second. It'll go down as a stolen base for Trent Abel. Abel with some aggressive base running, had his sights set on second during Van Larson's windup.
Yeah, Van Larson didn't give much of a shot to Connor Stewart to throw him out. And had a long delivery.
Abel, that's his second stolen base on 3 attempts this season. This pitch down in the dirt, blocked by Stewart behind the dish. Count to Becker now reads 2-1. Van Larson in his second year with Long Beach State, his junior year. The pitch from Becker, swung on and driven into short right field, ranging back to make the catch. Elliott spikes it, stabs it right over the diving Kyle Ashworth. And the Dirtbags blank the Matadors for the 3rd straight frame. Van Larson continues to roll. An impressive pitching performance from the junior. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Dirtbags need something, and they need it now. We'll be right back with all that action here on 22 West Radio. Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning for the Dirtbags, it's Easton Elliott. Dirtbags need some offense, and they need it now. Down 6 runs. Really been ice cold all night to match the weather here at Blair Field. Only 4 hits compared to the Matadors' 9. Heimlichuk still in the game on the mound for the Matadors. So far, Heimlichuk thrown 3 complete innings. Been able to keep the Dirtbags quiet. Really a comprehensive performance from the pitching staff. Heimlichuk has come on extensively in relief and as a starter. As a ball is delivered to Easton Elliott. Count now reads 1-1.
A weird half throw from Heimlichuk and went against him. It looked like it was a time, but half delivery went for a ball.
Now Heimlichuk delivers a fastball for strike 2. Heimlichuk has gone at least 5 innings in all of his appearances this season. The 0-2 to Easton Elliott. It's grounded over to first base. Able to make the play in plenty of time is Lingberg. So 1 out against the Dirtbags here in the bottom of the 8th as some fans head for the exits. It's Connor Stewart digging in, the catcher, facing his former team.
It's been a rough game thus far. There's only have 5 outs to work with, and now another pop-up.
Connor Stewart pops that one up. The play is going to be made by the shortstop. No, it isn't. What looked like an easy play for Trent Abel, ranging back into the outfield, is dropped. Incredibly, unbelievably, Dirtbags have a runner on first. Connor Stewart.
That's going to drive head coach Eddie Cornejo crazy because he was just jogging, taking his time, and took his eyes off the ball and popped out of his glove.
So Connor Stewart, the 9-hitter, facing his former team, is able to get on base. With only 1 out against the Dirtbags in the inning, they look to put together a bit of a rally. Alex Champagne, the leadoff man tonight, hasn't had the best of luck since his single in the first. Heimlichuk continues to work quickly. Delivers that one inside. The count now 1-1. Over at first, Stewart takes a 1-hop lead. Champagne checks his swing on another fastball. Called for ball 2. He didn't go around.
Long Beach does not have many outs left. They got to get something going when it's a base hit walk.
Champagne rips that one. It bounces off the pitcher's mound and out of the glove of the shortstop. Abel unable to make a play again. An awkward hop off the pitcher's mound on a hard-driven ground ball from Champagne. Means Connor Stewart advances 90 feet to second. Now the Dirtbags have 2 on.
Good at bat from the captain, Alex Champagne. He's forcing a base hit up the middle. Making it a tough play on Abel, but sneaks it through enough for a base hit.
Trent Abel unable to make the throw, unable to make the catch on a pop-up from Connor Stewart. Then off an awkward hop from the pitcher's mound. Ball pops out of his glove. Had an opportunity to turn too if he had made the play. Now the Dirtbags with runners on first and second with only 1 out. Jake Evans up to the plate. A single in his last at-bat against Heimlichuk. Dirtbags couldn't do anything with it, though. Heimlichuk sets again, delivers quickly, and that one in the dirt. Runners are going to go as a slide from Rios. Chasing the ball down the first base line doesn't result in a throw. It'll go down, I believe, is a wild pitch. Connor Stewart advances to third. Now Alex Champagne on second. 2 runners in scoring position now for Jake Evans. Big spot here, Brandon.
Yeah, big momentum shift. There's a chance for Long Beach to finally put some runs on the board.
Fastball from Heimlichuk is outside to Evans. This crowd here at Blair Field has thinned out, but still a solid contingent in the stands. Waiting for the Dirtbags to plate their first run of the game. Fastball delivered high and outside to Evans. He lays off. Count 3-1 now. And a bit of belief is brewing in the stands.
And Evans going to look for his pitch here with the 3-1 count. Looking for something he could jump on.
Hamlichuk sets at the belt. His delivery. Outside, he walked Evans. Bases juiced for the Dirtbags. 3 ducks on the pond, and Kyle Ashworth up to the plate. A huge spot now for the Dirtbags, trailing by 6. Looking for any kind of offensive life. Really hasn't been their night at the plate. To this point, only 5 hits, no runs to speak of.
And what a big way for Ashworth to get on the board. He's 0 for 3. This could be his chance.
Ashworth is one of those guys tonight who you feel is due for a hit as Hamlichuk disengages from the mound. Snoop Dogg's Drop It Like It's Hot has been Kyle Ashworth's walk-up song of late. Gets the crowd here at Blair Field bumping just a little bit. Hamlichuk delivers a fastball and Ashworth swings and misses.
A rare first swing for Ashworth. Usually takes that first pitch.
Ashworth has been more aggressive recently on first pitches. Now the second pitch, Ashworth is going to line that one over to second base. Able to make the play and make the catch is Panganiban. Wow. Kyle Ashworth roped that one over to second base. It was low, looks like it was going to get down. Panganiban, though, able to make the play on it. And now it's 2 outs and bases loaded for Nathan Cadena, who had an incredible night last night. A home run, a single, a double, really just a triple shy of the cycle. Hasn't been able to replicate his success tonight. A flyout, a single, and a strikeout in his last at-bat. Another guy you feel is due for a big play. First pitch from Hamlichuk to Cadena. Misses down in the dirt.
Good take. He looks calm, collected. Runners and bases loaded. He's just got to play his own game right here.
Pitch from Hamlichuk. Cadena's going to rope that one into right field, but it's right into the glove of the right fielder. Andrew Ghana makes the catch, and the Dirtbags leave them loaded here in the 8th. The most offense we've seen all night out of Long Beach State, and nothing to show for it. We're headed to the 9th inning. It'll be the Matadors up to bat next, looking to pad their lead. We'll have all the action here on 22 West Radio. Welcome back here on 22 West Radio. It's the 9th inning as the Matadors of CSU Northridge look for a big win against the Dirtbags at Long Beach State. Van Larson still on the mound. He's feeling it right now. His stuff is working. 4 full innings pitched for the junior. Give you a bit of an update around the world of Long Beach State sports. Obviously tonight, a huge night for Long Beach athletics. In Hawaii, the Big West Championship for men's volleyball will start at 10 p.m. The #1 ranked Long Beach State men's volleyball team is taking on the home team Hawaii. Winner gets an automatic spot in the national finals. A huge night for a team that really has been the talk of the town all year long.
What a special team they are. It's just ever you get to see them, it's just a privilege to watch.
That match will kick off at 10 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN Plus. I know I'll be watching. Really pulling for our boys. Yesterday, our Long Beach State women's beach volleyball team also captured the Big West title down in Santa Monica. As the 2 seed, they were able to pull off a big win in the championship game against Cal Poly. They're also headed to the national finals. So a big weekend for Long Beach athletics. The Dirtbags tonight in the second game of a 3-game series, trailing 6-0. Van Larson delivers the first pitch ball to Andrew Ghana. Dirtbags haven't quite had the success of our volleyball teams, but still have a shot at the Big West playoffs if they can string together some big wins down the stretch. Second pitch from Van Larsen, swung on and missed from Ghana. Andrew Ghana tonight really has had an amazing performance. 2 RBIs, a double and a single. And the third pitch from Van Larsen misses outside.
In a night where there's not much to talk about for the Dirtbags, Van Larsen has just been a stud. Has locked things down for the second half of this game.
Van Larsen delivers one low. That one's chopped to third base. Jake Evans is going to leave it for Nathan Cadena, who makes the throw in time to first base. Good communication from the shortstop and third baseman. Looks like it was going to be Jake Evans' ball, but says Nathan Cadena, you take it instead. Sharpie able to make the play at first with a clean catch. The Dirtbags have one down here in the top of the ninth.
Who would have thought JayDe? He never goes this far into games, and he's just absolutely locked things down.
Love to see it, really, from Van Larsen. Now faces Elijah Fairchild, who entered in defensively last inning as the third baseman. Takes Cavillo's spot in the batting order. Fairchild, a native of Berkeley, California, a NorCal kid. Fairchild this season, batting just .207. Van Larsen delivers the 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul down the first base line by Fairchild.
This Blair Field has kind of died down. A lot of fans leaving, especially on a cold night. Very disappointed fans today.
Van Larsen with the 0-2. Delivers that one for a strike. Van Larsen with another strikeout. He's been nothing short of brilliant on the mound tonight. By far his best performance of the season. Perhaps one of his best in a Dirtbags uniform. Looking to retire the side for the 4th straight inning. CSUN has put a few men on base, but Van Larsen's taking care of the rest. 2 outs now as Fairchild heads back to the dugout.
Van Larsen's putting everybody, even his own team, on notice. I mean, this Matadors offense has been red hot, getting so many hits, causing issues for everybody in the bullpen, even starting, and he's just locked things down.
Another change now for CSUN. Matthew Karata enters. Defensively, he'll enter as a catcher. Stands 5'9". The senior out of Cerritos, California. Spent 3 seasons at CSU Bakersfield. Transferred to CSUN this year. Karata's going to rip one over into left field. It's going to be a base hit over the head of Nathan Cadena and into left field for Matt Toomey to field. So Karata comes in, makes the most of his time. Just a 169 hitter on the season. Tallies his 11th hit of the year and his 60th at bat.
And that'll go down as Van Larsen's first hit given up.
Kyle Panganiban now at the plate, as we're going to have a timeout called very briefly by Connor Stewart.
It looks like they just want to reset that pitch clock.
Larsen's going to throw down to first base. Did he get him? No, he did not. A healthy lead off of first base there. I thought Van Larsen and Connor Sharpio got him just in time.
Looked like it too, and the fans think so as well.
Larsen now with another pick back. That time not as close. Able to get back standing up is Karata.
It's kind of interesting pick move. It can very well easily go as a balk, but makes it work.
Delivers a fastball that fires in right past Panganiban's swing. Great pitch from Van Larsen. So far, Van Larsen, 49 pitches through 4 2/3. A long pause, now a delivery inside to Panganiban, inside breaking ball. Got Panganiban on a big swing and then sets him down. with an off-speed breaking ball. The count 0-2 to Ponganibon. A runner on first for the Matadors. Van Larsen to pick off now. Needs just one more strike to get out of the inning. And in the bottom half, the Dirtbags will need 6 just to tie this game, 7 to win it.
Tough night for them. They
Down and in, 4-strike 3. Sorry to cut you off there, Brandon, but Van Larsen is cooking. We're going to head to the bottom of the 9th here. What do the Dirtbags need to do with just 3 outs to go to get back into this game?
Anything, bunts. You got to find any way to get back on base. I mean, whether it be forcing a walk, I mean, you're just having no luck, so you got to make something work.
Dirtbags will look to make something happen here. We'll keep it right here on 22S Radio as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. We appreciate you sticking with us on a very cold night here at Blair Field. We'll look ahead to the rest of the Dirtbags schedule as well. Tomorrow, come back right here on the 22S YouTube channel to hear Brandon and Alex Prado on the call for what looks to be the rubber match of this 3-game series against CSUN. That'll have first pitch at 1 p.m. Then the Dirtbags hit the road for a midweek matchup against Arizona State. 2 games on the 29th and 30th. Non-conference games at that, before what looks to be now a monumental 3-game series at home against UC Davis. The last home series of the year for the Dirtbags will be against the Aggies, who tonight just sit 1 game ahead of the Dirtbags in the Big West standings. Then on May 6th, it's a midweek matchup against UCLA. UCLA and the Dirtbags have already played once this season on the 8th of April. Dirtbags lost that one in 7 innings, got mercy ruled 12-1. And then to close out the season, 4 games in Riverside, 3 of them against UC Riverside, 1 of them against Cal Baptist in early May before the final series of the season against Oregon State, the number 3 team in the country, starts on May 13th. If the Dirtbags really can string together 7 or 8 wins out of those 3 or final 2 series and tomorrow night, you would like their chances to make the Big West tournament, but it really needs to start here in this 9th inning. We haven't seen anything of note offensively from the Dirtbags. In the last inning, they left 3 stranded. It'll now be up to Connor Sharpio to get the 9th inning started. Dirtbags down to their last 3 outs, Brandon. Here we go.
We got to ramp up the energy from them. I mean, with games like this, with every game counting, the energy's got to be high, but just today, it's just everything seems flat.
There was also a mass exodus at the end of the 8th inning from the fans here at Blair Field as Heimlichuk delivers a breaking ball to the top outside corner of the zone. Makes the count 0-2 against Sharpio. So not a lot of energy to speak of in the ballpark either to match the lack of energy from the Dirtbags offensively tonight as Connor Sharpio goes down swinging. Chases a fastball outside and he's frustrated, rightfully so. Connor Sharpio strikes out. Now the Dirtbags just have 2 outs to work with.
Sharpio is giving some tips over to the batter circle.
There's also a litany of defensive changes made by CSUN for this 9th inning. A new center fielder, first baseman, and left fielder. As here's a little something from Matt Toomey. A flare off the bat into left field, will get down. Matt Toomey takes the first pitch he sees off of Heimlichuk. Over into left field, Ghana has moved over and is now playing in left after starting the game in right field. Big hit from Matt Toomey, and now a substitution for the Dirtbags. It's Justin Rolston. Very interesting predicament here for Justin Rolston. The LA native, the outfielder, hasn't had the most success at the plate this season. However, he does have a bit of history against CSUN. His first ever collegiate hit came against Northridge with the bases loaded. That's right, his first career hit was a grand slam. Comes in the 9th inning looking to make something happen. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
Now let's hope for the sake of Long Beach that his first hit tonight is a home run. Something's got to get going for Long Beach.
Long Beach could really, really use him. Rolston this season just a 111 hitter, as the pickoff to first base is unsuccessful. Playing first base now for the Matadors is Angel Cortez. Heimlichuk delivers another fastball. That'll catch the zone. Count now 1-2 to Justin Rolston.
Awkward check swing, but you just got to let it rip at this point in the game.
That pitch down in the dirt, that's going to be a passed ball. Matt Toomey will advance 90 feet to second base. Rios lost that pitch down in the dirt from Heimlichuk, who will certainly look to finish this game. There's no action in the CSUN bullpen. Heimlichuk has been nothing short of clinical since coming in. 4 1/3 innings on his line so far, 79 pitches, 5 strikeouts. Rolston, the 2-2 pitch is in for strike 3. Dirtbags now down to their final out as Justin Rolston is retired looking.
Houston Aliens hoping to keep things alive, try to get some runs. At this point in the game, you got to have some momentum for next game and trying to bring that energy up, and that way you can carry things over.
Dirtbags have not been shut out all season long. Tonight, if they lose, it'll be the first shutout. Here's Easton Elliott on a high fly ball that's going to be in foul territory. Back towards the bullpen, and ranging over it was Fairchild from third base, who can't make the catch. Tried to Willie Mays it. Lost it. But the Dirtbags, even in those big defeats against UCLA and USC just this week, they've put runs on the board. Tonight would be the first game of the season where they haven't scored anything. And in a must-win game, as they fight for the Big West playoffs, this is really going to be unacceptable in the eyes of TJ Bruce. Easton Elliott takes a fastball, middle of the zone. Dirtbags now down to their final strike.
You know, that's just a testament to the fight that they have that really hasn't shown up today, so TJ Bruce is not going to have a pleasant time with this.
That pitch is spiked in the dirt from Heimlichuk. Looks like it bounced in and hit Elliott, but he'll take it for a ball. Count 1-2 now with 2 outs. Matt Toomey still on second. The pitch from Heimlichuk, that hit him. Easton Elliott is going to take his base. Fastball from Heimlichuk caught him on the front shoulder.
He ate that on a cold night, didn't even flinch. Took his bag. It's all good.
And now how about this? It's Connor Stewart coming to the plate, the 9-hitter. We said it a few times tonight. Connor Stewart facing his former college. Connor Stewart made 24 appearances for CSUN last season. 11 hits, 8 runs, 7 RBI. Takes the first pitch of his at-bat. High fly ball out of play. Swings at a fastball.
Heimlichuk hasn't ran into adversity much today, but finds himself with 2 runners on and 2 outs.
Dirtbags left, bases loaded in the 8th inning. Couldn't get a run in. That fastball from Heimlichuk is just too low. Counts now 1-1. Now another fastball. This time Stewart chops it foul down the left field line. Looking ahead for CSUN, by all intents and purposes, it looks like they'll break their 7-game losing streak before heading into tomorrow's rubber match. Stewart still facing down the 1-2 count. Dirtbags down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 9th. Heimlichuk, fastball. Stewart's going to line that one into right field. It's just too high. It won't get down. The play is made. Gonzalez, who started in center field and moved over into right, will end the game. The Matadors will face Long Beach State tomorrow in a rubber match before heading off to USC and then a series against UC Riverside. Really, Brandon, not too much to break down tonight. The Dirtbags simply didn't have it.
No, and this is what's going to drive TJ Bruce crazy. He's always emphasizing having fight, having, at least be able to put some runs back on after the team can drop some on your pitchers, but this is just the type of game that's going to drive him crazy. And, he's not going to want to see this tomorrow, and we really hope that they can turn things around tomorrow.
Long Beach State will face CSUN once again tomorrow here on 22 West Radio. Van Larson, really the lone standout, you'd have to say, tonight for Long Beach State. Goes 4 2/3, his longest appearance of the season. Able to shut down the Matadors late, but an offensive output early. Matadors score all 6 of their runs through the first 5 innings. Dirtbags held scoreless for the first time this season. Those will be the headlines. Join us tomorrow on 22 West Radio. It's Brandon Rodriguez and Alex Prado bringing you the rubber match of this 3-game series against CSUN live from Blair Field at 1 o'clock. Thank you for joining us tonight. Long Beach State men's volleyball is in action tonight at 10 o'clock on the Big Island. Make sure you tune in on ESPN Plus and support Long Beach State Athletics. I'm JayDe Beaudry. It's been a pleasure having you with us. For Brandon Rodriguez alongside me, thank you for listening in. We hope you have a great night.